Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to touch on something really interesting, and it's how I am nurturing my son even through discipline or even during discipline. And I'm really focusing on my son because as a mom, I've come to understand how important it is to nurture our boys, especially in these early years. I watched the video recently, and I think I totally agree and I connect with it, and I've done some research as well. But it says between the ages of 1 to 6, boys really need their moms. They need so much love, patience, guidance, and nurturing from their moms, because it is in these years, it's this time, during which they're really learning the emotional regulation and building the foundation of who they're going to become. So lately, I've been focusing a lot on how to nurture my boy, even during moments of discipline, instead of just enforcing the consequences. I don't know about your toddler, but my son, he does about 100 wrong things in a day, right? And so if I have to focus on the consequences each time, I'll kill him or withdraw my love from him, and I don't want to do that. So I want to just share briefly with you what I've done recently that I feel like has increased our bond and has really, I've seen a significant change in him. First of all, I'm going to say I do not discipline every single wrong. I have a lot of empathy for him. I understand that he's been on this world just for 3.5 years, so it's not been that long, and so he's still learning things. And my 3-year-old, he's quite advanced, in a lot of things, but he struggles with other things, just like with every kid. And one of the things he's not a natural at is his social skills. Because first of all, he's 3 years old, but he looks like a 5-year-old. And so when he goes out to the playground to play, he's always more drawn to the much bigger kids that are more advanced than him. And so he doesn't really know how to interact with them on that, that level. And so sometimes he goes in with aggression, or, he just does the wrong things. And I have a lot of empathy and understanding that he's just trying to make friends. And so when I discipline, I have that at the back of my mind. So before I even go into the details of this video, I want to encourage you to first of all know your child, know your child's limitation. That will enable you to have a lot of empathy when you're dealing with them. So now lately, what I've started doing is I've been involving him in the process. I give him choices, like asking, what do you think would be a fair way to make this right? How can we fix this together? And it's incredible to see how engaged and thoughtful he becomes. This approach, I think, has taught him to be more accountable and has helped us to really strengthen our bond. Discipline doesn't have to always feel like punishment. It can be a chance to teach, to connect, and to grow together. I'll give you an example. With my son, there's always 4 choices, okay? And he knows those. We work through this together. It's always either going to be sitting in the corner, 2 fingers as little smacks. I know some people don't agree, but I do smack a little. Or taking a nap, or I withdraw certain privileges, okay? So depending on the situation, I'll ask him, okay, Kyle, what do you think we should do? Which of these options should we do? Because we've done it so many times, he already knows. Sometimes he'll tell me, maybe I'll sit in the corner, or he'll suggest a nap. And what I always tell him is, if you choose a sit in the corner, the next time you do something, you have to choose something else, right? So that's what we do. And not only that, I also go through the motion with him. I'll give you another very practical example. Yesterday, he was playing with some of his cousins that had come over for the weekend, the holiday, and they were having such a wonderful time. And in the process, he pushed his sister, and his auntie asked him to go to bed. My sister asked him to go to bed. So it was already bedtime anyway, but I had allowed them to hang out together until later. So I asked him to go to bed. So he came upstairs to me in tears, and immediately, and he said, "Mommy, Auntie said I should go to bed." And immediately I opened my arms and I gave him a big hug, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I know how you feel, and everyone is playing downstairs and they kicked you out. He's like, yes, mommy. I'm like, what happened? He said, no, don't tell. I'm like, it's fine, I'm not going to tell. Just tell me what happened. He said, I pushed Sumi. I'm like, oh, what happened? Why did you do that? He said, I was just playing. I just wanted to take something from her, and then I pushed her. I'm like, I'm so sorry, and now you have to go to bed. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll tuck you into bed, okay? He's like, will you stay with me? I said, I can't because I'm working. He said, okay. And then I took him to bed. I told him that I loved him. And then I said, would you like some milk? He was like, really, mommy, you get some milk for me? He said, yes. So I went downstairs. I got him some milk. He said, thank you. And he said something. He said, I love you 10 much. I'm like, I love you 12 much. He said, no, I love you 13 much, you know? And we said our good nights and he went to bed. So yes, he still did the punishment, but he never felt unloved because of what he had done. And I noticed since I've started doing this with my son, he's become much better, less aggressive, more accountable. So I want to encourage you, maybe this will inspire you, you know, in one way or another. And if you have experienced a different way, as parents, I feel like we learn every day with our kids, and every child is different. So if you've tried something else that has worked, please share in the comment section so that we can all together benefit from the different tips that we're trying. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to, and I'll see you in the next video.